In this tutorial, you will build a Qlik Cloud app. You will add data, create charts, and build a storytelling presentation. Before starting, you will need access to Qlik Cloud, a professional user allocation. If you're unsure about the type of user allocation you have, contact your tenant administrator. And the tutorial data files. You can download the data files from the Qlik Help site. Download the tutorial, Building an App Files package, and unzip it. Open Qlik Cloud. Before you start creating visualizations, you need to create a new app and then add your data. Enter a name for your app. Choose a space for your new app. For this tutorial, your app will be in your personal space. Your personal space is your own private work area in the hub. Click Create. Now you can add the data that you previously downloaded to your app. Drag the file sales.xlsx and drop it into your app. Repeat the same process for the other Excel files. First, we add the cities.xlsx file, followed by the customer xlsx and the item master xlsx files. Because sales rep is a CSV file, we need to make sure that the data was uploaded correctly. Click Select Data from the source. Then in the Field Names dropdown, select Embedded Field Names. When you are done, click Update. Now it is time to create associations between the fields in your tables. In the right panel, you have Recommended Associations. Check that the recommended associations work for your data. In this case, the sales table and the customer have one field in common, the customer number. Click on Apply to associate the two tables. In the second case, the sales and item master tables have one field in common, the item number. Click on Apply to associate the two tables. The customer table and cities table have one field in common, the city code. Click on Apply to associate the two tables. Lastly, the sales and sales rep tables have the sales rep number field in common. Click Apply to associate those tables. When you are done, click Load to load your data into the app.
You have loaded the data. Now it's time to create sheets and visualizations. Dashboard design involves using the right objects in the right way and making the sheets well structured and user-friendly. This app will be fairly simple, but you will learn some basic design principles that are good to know. You will build the first 4 sheets manually: dashboard, product details, customer details, customer location sheet. Then we will build 2 sheets using Insight Advisor, Insights and Manager Dashboard. But there's no need to create a Manager Dashboard sheet manually, as it will be auto-generated by Insight Advisor later in this tutorial. In the last sheet, we will explore the filtering options available in Qlik Cloud. As you can see, there are similarities between the sheets. The first 4 all contain filter panes placed on the left. It's good to maintain consistency when designing an app. There should be a design logic that supports users in achieving their goal of data discovery. Placement is one aspect of design, another is choice of visualization. Each visualization has its own advantages, and to build an efficient and well-functioning app, you need to be aware of those advantages. To some extent, visualizations are self-explanatory. Graphical elements are great for providing overviews and showing trends, whereas tables are efficient because they can present large amounts of data in a limited space. You get exact figures, but lose the quick and easily digestible insights provided by graphical elements. Now, let's start creating the first sheet, We will recreate this dashboard step by step. Dashboards are designed to give you a clear, at-a-glance view of your data, helping you understand key insights quickly and easily. Open the dashboard sheet to start creating visualizations. First, let's create a master measure. In the Assets panel, under Fields, right-click on Sales and select Create Measure. A master measure is a reusable calculation that can be applied to multiple visualizations, ensuring consistency across your app. In the Create New dialog, under Expression, enter Sum of Sales. When done, click Create. The measure is added as a master item, available now in the Asset panel. The first visualization we create is the donut chart, which provides a clear overview of sales distribution across regions. From the master items, drag the sales measure and drop it onto the sheet. From Fields, select a dimension. Drag the region field to the sheet and drop it onto the suggested chart. The system automatically creates a new chart based on the selection. In the Properties panel, click Auto and select Pie Chart. Turn off Chart Suggestions, then under Appearance, select General, and enable Show Title, and add the title Sales per Region. In the Presentation settings, change the chart type to Donut. In the Colors and Legends section, switch from Auto to Custom. Then in the drop-down, select the option to Color it by Measure. Turn off the Show Legend option. The donut chart is complete. Colors are set by measure, meaning higher values appear in darker shades. The second visualization is the Total Sales and Margin KPI chart. KPI visualizations can show 1 or 2 measure values to track performance, using colors and symbols to indicate how figures compare to targets. Drag and drop the sales master measure onto the sheet. This automatically creates a KPI chart. Turn off the chart suggestion. Create another master measure. Give it a name, and under Expression, enter the expression that defines the measure. When done, click Create. Drag and drop the margin measure onto the KPI chart. Under Appearance, select Color with first measure selected. Enable conditional colors and turn off library colors. Click Add Limit. For the left side, select a shade of red from the color palette and a green one for the right. Then adjust the value limits as needed. Select Second Measure, enable conditional colors, and turn off library colors. Click Add Limit. For the left side, select a shade of red from the color palette and a green one for the right side. Under Appearance, select General, enable Show Titles, and add the title Total Sales and Margin. Create some space on the sheet for the next visualizations. The third visualization we want to create is the Profit Margin Gauge chart. A gauge visualizes a single measure. It's easy to read, giving an instant indication of performance. In the Asset panel, click Charts and drag and drop a gauge onto the sheet to the right of the KPI. Click Add Measure, then click the Expression button. The Expression Editor opens. Enter the following expression. This expression gives the profit margin, showing what proportion of sales remain as profit after covering costs. When done, click Apply. Go to Appearance, Presentation. In the Range Limits section, set the minimum value to minus 0.5 and the maximum value to 0.5. Select the Bar option, then toggle on Use Segments option and toggle off Use Library option. Click Add Limit and enter 0.12 in the field. Click the Value bar. Select red for values below the limit and green for values above the limit. Select Data. Under Number Formatting, select Number from the drop-down. Under Simple, select 12% to display a percentage without decimals. In the Measure axis, Under Labels and Title, select Labels Only. When done, add a title to the gauge chart. The gauge chart is now complete, displaying the profit margin as a single value. The color coding indicates whether the margin is above or below the set threshold, providing an immediate visual cue of performance. The next visualization is a bar chart, showing the top 5 customers. A bar chart is ideal for comparing multiple values. The dimension axis displays the categories being compared, while the measure axis shows the value for each category. In the Assets panel, under Charts, drag a bar chart onto the sheet. Add Customer as the dimension and Sales as the measure. Under Presentation, select Horizontal. Select Data and click the Customer dimension. In the Limitation dropdown, select Fixed Number. In the Expression field, enter 5. This will ensure the chart only displays the top 5 customers. Clear the Show Others checkbox to exclude other customers from the chart. Then add the chart title, Top 5 Customers. The bar chart is now complete, clearly showing the top 5 customers. The 5th visualization is a quarterly trend line chart. A line chart is used to show trends over time. The dimension is always plotted on the x-axis, while the measure is plotted on the y-axis. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and place a line chart next to the bar chart. Then, under Derived fields, add quarter and year as dimensions. Derived fields are automatically calculated based on an existing field. For example, Qlik can extract the quarter or year from a date. After adding the derived dimensions, add Sales as the measure. Go to the Appearance section. Under Presentation, check the Show Data Points box to make individual values visible on the line. When done, select the chart and add the title Quarterly Trend. In the Data section, expand the dimensions and label them as quarter and year for clarity. The line chart displays sales trends over time, broken down by quarter and year. Each point on the line represents the total sales for that period, allowing you to quickly see patterns, seasonal variations, and growth trends. The last visualization we want to create is the Sales Trend Combo Chart. A combo chart combines a bar chart and a line chart, which is useful when you want to display values with different scales together. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and add a combo chart to the sheet. Under Fields, click Date and expand Derived fields. Add Year-Month as a dimension, then add Sales and Margin as measures. In the Properties panel under Appearance, select Colors and Legend and toggle off Show Legend. Under X-axis, toggle off Continuous and clear the Use Continuous Sale checkbox. Click the chart and add a title, Sales Trend. In the Data section, expand the dimension and label it Year-Month for clarity. The combo chart is now complete, combining sales and margin over time for easy comparison. Now, let's add the filter panes. The purpose of filter panes is to filter a limited data set, allowing you to analyze and explore specific subsets of your data. In the Assets panel, under Charts, drag a filter pane onto the sheet. Then select Fields, expand Date, and drag the Year field onto the filter pane. Then also add Quarter, Month, and Week. In the Properties panel, rename the fields to make them clearer. Use the handles to resize the filter pane as needed. Right-click the filter pane and select Add to Master Items. A master visualization is a reusable chart that you save in Qlik. In this case, by saving the filter pane as a master item, you can easily reuse the same filter pane in other sheets of your app. Drag a new filter pane onto the sheet from Charts and add the dimension Region. Use the handles to adjust the size of the pane as needed. The 2 filter panes are now complete. You've created your first sheet in Qlik Cloud. The next step is to create the product details sheet. In the second sheet, you'll create a bar chart and a tree map that focus on products. You'll also add filter panes to filter product data by date and region. First, create a bar chart to show the top sales of product groups. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a bar chart onto the sheet. Add product group as a dimension and sales and margin as measures. Under Appearance, Presentation, toggle on the Value Labels checkbox. You can add expressions in chart titles. Go to Appearance, General, find Title, and click on the Expression button to open the editor. Add the following expression. This will make the chart title dynamically display total sales in a readable format. When done, click Apply. Now, let's create the tree map. In this tree map, you will create a product hierarchy. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a tree map onto the sheet. Add product group, product line, product type, and item description as dimensions. Add sales as a measure. The tree map will be created. Under Appearance, Colors and Legend, set colors from Auto to Custom and select the option By Measure in the drop-down menu. You can reorder the dimensions to adjust how the tree map appears. Then add the title, Product Tree Map. Finally, add the filter panes previously saved as master items. The sheet is now complete. The next step is to create the Customer Details sheet. In the third sheet, you'll create a scatter plot and a pivot table focusing on customers. Then you'll add filter panes so you can filter by date and manager. The first visualization is a scatter plot showing customer sales and quantity. A scatter plot is used to visualize the relationship between 2 or 3 measures. In this case, the measures compared are sales and quantity. Each bubble represents a customer dimension value. Let's get started. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a scatter plot onto the sheet. Go to Fields and drag the Customer field to the sheet and add it as a dimension. Then add Sales as a measure. Now, let's create another master measure to calculate the quantity of sales. Open the expression editor and calculate the sum of quantity. When done, click Apply. Then rename the measure Quantity. Now let's add the created master measure to the scatter plot. Go to Appearance and expand the x-axis. Set the range to Custom and set the minimum value to 0. Repeat the same process for the y-axis. Finally, give the scatter plot a title, Customer, Sales, and Quantity, and adjust its position on the sheet. The next chart is the Customer KPI Pivot. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a pivot table onto the sheet. This across multiple measures and dimensions at once. You can rearrange them, known as pivoting, to create different views of the same data. This flexibility makes it easy to highlight relevant information while hiding details that are less important. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a pivot table onto the sheet. Add Customer as a dimension. Then go to Master Items and drag Sales and Quantity as measures. Now, let's create another master measure to calculate the margin %. open the expression editor and insert the following expression to calculate the margin. When done, click Apply. Set the number formatting to number and select a percentage option. Then drag and drop the measure into the pivot table. Let's add another calculated measure, this time directly into the pivot table. In the expression editor, type the following expression. This expression counts the total number of unique invoices in your dataset. When done, label it Number of Invoices. Next, let's add another measure. Open up the expression editor and type the following expression. This expression calculates the average sales per invoice by dividing the total sales by the number of unique invoices. When done, click Apply. Label it Average Sales per Invoice. Then set number formatting to money. Now let's also make some changes to the sales and quantity measures. Since both are master measures, you have two options. Edit them directly so the changes apply everywhere, or unlink them from the master visualization so the changes apply only in this chart. For the sales measure, change the number formatting to money. For the quantity measure, change the number formatting to number and select one of the available display options. Now let's add dimensions. In the Assets panel, select Fields and drag Product Group and Product Type into the pivot table. Now you'll add two filter panes so you can filter by time period and manager. From the master items, add the filter pane period. Then add another filter pane with the dimension manager. You have now completed the third sheet. The next step is to create the customer location sheet. The fourth sheet, you'll create a map that shows where customers are located and how much they buy. Then you'll add filter panes so you can filter by city, region, and customer. The chart created in this sheet is a map chart with a point layer. A point layer is based on point coordinates, latitude and longitude, or location names, to display places of interest, such as cities. Let's get started. In the Assets panel, select Charts and drag a map onto the sheet. Then select Fields and drag the field City onto the map. Select the option Add as New Layer and choose Add as Point Layer. In Location, under Location Field, select Longitude Latitude. Go to Size and Shape. In the Size By field, select the Master Measure Sales. Adjust the bubble size range slider if needed. In Colors, set Colors to Custom and select the option By Measure. And from the list, choose the Master Measure Sales. Set Color Scheme to Diverging Gradient. Go to Appearance and select Legend and toggle off Show Legend. When done, add the title Location to the map. Now let's add the filter panes. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a filter pane onto the sheet. Add City as the dimension, then add the Region filter pane from the master items. Next, add another filter pane for Customer. Click Edit Sheet to stop editing. The map automatically adjusts its view based on filter selections. For example, selecting Nordic will zoom the map to Northern Europe, showing sales locations in that area. You can also select specific areas directly on the map by drawing a lasso around them. The filter panes will then update to reflect the selection made on the map. Selecting a specific location on the map displays the customers at that location in the filter panes. This sheet is now complete. In the Assets panel, click Sheets and select Insights to move to that sheet to start creating it.
The fifth and sixth sheets focus on alternative ways of creating visualizations with the assistance of the Insight Advisor. In the fifth sheet, you will generate 3 visualizations using Insight Advisor. Select Insight Advisor and in the search box, enter the question, who are the top 5 managers for sales? Insight Advisor Search looks at your data and generates charts that can answer your question. On the generated bar chart, click Add to Sheet and select the Insights sheet. Click Insight Advisor to return to the sheet. Click Edit Sheet, add the title Top 5 Managers for Sales. Then click Insight Advisor to generate the next chart. Now we will make a multi-KPI chart that shows the bottom 3 product groups for sales for the latest month compared to the previous month. In the Ask Insight Advisor search box, enter what are the lowest 3 product groups for sales? Select the bar chart. In the Analysis Properties panel, click on the chart type and select Multi-KPI. Under Analysis Period, select Year-Month Last Sorted Value. Click Add to Sheet and select Insights. Click Insight Advisor to return to the sheet. Adjust the size of the visualization in the sheet according to your preference. Select the Multi-KPI. In the Properties panel, select the first measure and under Number Formatting, select Money. Repeat the same process for the second measure. Add the title Bottom 3 Product Groups for Sales. You can also create charts with Insight Advisor using Analysis Type. Click Create an Analysis. Select Clustering, K-means. As a measure, select Sales and change the aggregation to Average. Then select Cost and change the aggregation to Average. Select Customer as a dimension. On the generated scatter plot, click Add to Sheet and select Insights. Then click Insight Advisor. Now adjust the visualization in the sheet. Now we're going to create the 6th sheet using Insight Advisor Analysis Type. Some Insight Advisor analysis types, labeled as Smart Sheets, generate whole sheets of visualizations. Select Create an Analysis and select Period Changes. Select Gross Sales as a measure and Manager and Date as dimensions. Click Open Analysis and click Edit Sheet. Rename the sheet to Manager Dashboard.
In the 7th sheet, you will add filters to limit the data used in a visualization to a specific subset of that data. We will demonstrate how to create visualizations filtered by a specific value, by a search, by a condition, or by using the Clear Selection option. For your first filtered visualization, you'll create a donut chart that shows sales by city and filter it by the value Nordic from the field Region. In the Assets panel, go to Charts, select a pie chart and drag it onto the sheet. Add City as a dimension and Sales as a measure. In the Properties panel, under Appearance, Presentation, select Donut. Go to the Data section and under Filters, click Add and select the field Region. Click Region under Filters and we keep the Values option selected. Select one of the available values. In this case, select Nordic. Then add a title to the pie chart. The first visualization is now complete. For the next visualization, you'll create a KPI chart and filter it to display only the sales results for juice. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a KPI chart onto the sheet. Add Sales as a measure. In the Properties panel under Filters, click Add and select Product Subgroup. Click Product Subgroup under Filters and select Search. Select the option Matches Exactly and enter the word Juice. This will return the sales results for juice only. When done, enter a title. Next, you'll create a vertical grouped bar chart and filter it so it only includes sales values greater than 40,000. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a bar chart onto the sheet. Add Product Type as the dimension and Sales as the measure. Under Filters, click Add and select the field Sales. Click Sales under Filters and select Condition. Then choose the option Compare. Under Greater Than, enter 40,000. When done, add a title to the visualization. Finally, you'll create a donut chart and add a clear selection filter so that selections in other charts from region do not impact this chart. In the Assets panel, go to Charts and drag a pie chart onto the sheet. Add Region as a dimension and Sales as a measure. In the Properties panel, under Appearance, Presentation, select Donut. Under Filters, click Add and select the field Region. Click Region under Filters and select Clear Selection. When done, add a title to the visualization. You can now make selections in region in other charts without changing this chart. However, selections made in this chart will still affect other charts. You have now completed creating filtered visualizations. Next, you will complement your app with data storytelling.
With data storytelling, you can create a presentation based on the data in your app. You create slides and design the story with your particular audience in mind. In your narrative, focus on key elements and create a convincing story to make your message clear. An additional useful feature of data storytelling is that you can easily switch between a snapshot in the presentation and its context in the app. In the app context, you can make new selections and continue the analysis from where you left off in the presentation. You will start the creation of your story by taking snapshots in the app. Navigate to your dashboard sheet. Right-click the visualization Sales per Region and select Storytelling Snapshots. Click Take Snapshot and then click Save. In Region, select Nordic. Right-click the visualization Top 5 Customers. Select Storytelling Snapshots and click Take Snapshot. In the Annotation dialog, type Nordic in the annotation field and then click Save. Right-click the visualization Quarterly Trend, select Storytelling Snapshots, and click Take Snapshot. Type Nordic in the annotation field and click Save. In the Region filter pane, deselect Nordic and select USA. Take snapshots from the same visualizations, Top 5 Customers and Quarterly Trend, annotate them with USA. In the Region filter pane, deselect USA and select Japan. Take snapshots from the same visualizations, Top 5 Customers and Quarterly Trend. This time, annotate them with Japan. You have taken all the snapshots you need and can start creating your data storytelling slides. Select the text object and drag a title to the slide. Enter the title, 3 Largest Regions. You can customize the text size or color. Click Snapshot to see the snapshots that you took. Drag the pie chart Sales per Region snapshot to the slide. Open the Effect library. Drag the option Any Value to the pie chart. Copy the pie chart and paste it next to the first one. In the new pie chart, open the Effect properties and select Nordic in the list Select Data Point. Following the same steps for creating the second pie chart, create a third pie chart and highlight Japan. The first slide is complete. Add a blank slide. Select the text object and drag a title to the slide. Enter the title Nordic. Open the snapshot library. Drag the top 5 customers bar chart for Nordic to the slide. Drag the quarterly trend line chart for Nordic to the slide. Now you can create the third slide. Add the title USA. Then drag the top 5 customers bar chart and the quarterly trend line chart for USA to the slide. Repeat the same process for the next slide. This will show the sales results for Japan. Click Sheets in the Story Tools panel. Click the sheet you want to use in the story. The live data sheet is then added to a new slide. When you play a story in the live data sheet, you can make selections in the live data sheets. This is similar to the way you make selections in a sheet in Sheet View. You can reset the selections you have made on the live data sheet, and you can also navigate from a live data sheet to the sheet in Sheet View. By doing this, you get access to the original sheet with your selections applied to it. You can then make new selections to take your story in new directions. You have now reached the end of this tutorial. We hope that you have learned a few things and realized that app creation sometimes can be pretty easy and even somewhat fun.